Hi, this is Upendra. Today is the video 7. I'm going to create student mid-marks project today. So before today class, so you should have watched this video 6 tutorial. That means creating forms in Django. So if you don't watch, please watch this video 6 creating forms in Django project. Otherwise, you can't understand this student mid-marks system. So without delay, we'll start the class. So these are the steps we'll follow for creating student mid-marks project. I'll open VS Code. We'll see step by step how to create this project. First, we should create Django project with the name Student Mark System. So the project is created. You can change the directory into Student Mark System. So we are changing to the directory, project directory. After that, you can create application folder with any name. I am creating the application folder with the name Testa. Now inside project folder, you have a folder with the name Testa. Since it is a forms project, so we are going to use both the views concept and templates. So for templates concept, we should create templates folder inside project folder, and we should keep HTML file also inside templates folder. So first we should create a templates folder. Right click on root project folder, select new folder, type templates, and inside it you can create HTML file with the name HTML input.html something. And you can write this code. I'll explain this code later. You can type this code inside input.html. You can save it. And we should restore both application folder, templates folder path inside settings.py. You know, student, already I have watched the video classes, right? Video tutorials, previous classes. You can understand by watching them. So expand the project folder, settings.py, scroll below. You can mention application folder name, and you can mention templates directory name. So os.path.join, two parameters expecting. So one is base directory and other one is templates folder, right? You can save this program. Since it is a forms project, so we should create a forms. We should create a file with the name forms.py inside application folder, since it is a forms project. Inside forms.py, I'm going to create the class with the name student form. Here, Django follows ORM framework, object relational mapping. So inside Python file, we're going to create classes, and it is the inheritance. We are extending forms module into our class, user defined class, child class, and we are importing the forms module. So this is nothing but a first field, a variable and data type, and this is the label. You can change also, and 3 subject marks. So subject marks are integers, right? So I'm taking the integer field data type. So like that, you can add any number of fields. So in the form, I'm going to display enter student name, text field, and enter subject 1, subject 2, subject 3. 4 fields are the text fields. Okay. So I'll type this code in VS Code. Go to the, we should create forms.py file inside application folder. Right click on desktop folder, select new folder, forms.py. Inside it, you keep this code. Inside it, you can keep this code. Okay, I'll open forms.py. Not this student, just wait. Okay, done. Inside forms.py, I have kept this code and we'll type the code in views.py. Should type the code inside views.py. Just a second, I'll close all the files. I'll remove this file. Again, I'll create. Forms.py. Okay, so inside it, I'll keep this code and go to the views.py and type this code. And type this code. And inside urls.py, you can just mention 2 lines of code. From desktop, import views. And you can mention the URL pattern bar. Here something forms or form something, comma, views dot student underscore input underscore view. This is the function defined in the views.py. Now you can start the server and run. Python manage.py run server and send the request. You have an URL. You can copy paste into browser. Page not found you are getting because you should mention the URL pattern, the name slash first, right? Sorry, not first. You should mention forms. Now it is showing the output like this. Now listen, see the output once, just to see the output once. You can see initially you are getting the message student mark submit form. Before submitting the form, you are getting the form like this. It's showing the form like this. Now here you can enter the data and submit. When you submit this form data, that will be submitted to the console, like VS Code console, we are going to display. Now you can see, I'll try to fill this data. For example, Mahesh something. So out of 100 marks, so like 50, something like 60, I'll try to submit. You are getting a message, thanks for information. Enter next student mark. And where this data can be seen, you can go to the VS Code. Here you can see form submitted successfully. Name Mahesh, subject 1, subject 2, subject 3, total marks and percentage. Now you can see the code. You can see the code. I'll explain. First, you should see the code inside views.py. That is the main business logic, right? Views.py is the business logic. So here we are going to import render object and forms object. I'm defining function with the name, and by default, form is not submitted initially. So I am assigning Boolean value call false into the sent variable. Now, after this line, see, after this line, the control passes to this code students, this code, okay? We are creating object for the student form. I'm just sending the form object into input.html. Now you can see this is the key name, this is the value. This form related to the this is the object, right? This form belonging to the object. And sent is a key name, and the sent is the variable which we have already declared, right? Now, initially, form is not submitted, and form contains 4 properties: name, subject 1, subject 2, subject 3. Now, the request is rendering to input.html. So, go to the templates folder and input.html. Now, you can see inside body tag, you can observe here we are using the template tag. Here we are using the template tag. Template tag can be represented within the curly brace percentage symbol, right? So you can use the if statements also for making the decisions. Here, if sent, which means initially form is not submitted means false, right? Whenever if condition is failed, control, that means control come out from the if block, right? So as per that, you are getting a message, student mark submit form, and then to create a form using Django, we are using, sorry, to create a form in HTML, we are having a tag called form tag, right? So form tag method equal to post or get you can use, but for inserting the data, we are using post. And instead of defining the fields like input type equal to text, instead of writing those tags, just you can mention the template tag of form dot as underscore b. This what is the use of this tag? I already explained in last class. That means all the forms fields will be displayed like paragraph format. Okay, each paragraph display output in a next line, right? Like that, all the fields will be displayed in next line. And this is the security purpose, privacy purpose we are using cross-site request forgery, preventing the forgery attack from the user. And this is the type equal to submit means submit button will be created with the name submit marks. Okay. So now when you're trying to submit form, we are using post method, right? Post method, right? Then control passes to the views.py. Views.py. Here, some of the code not explained. Some of the code is not explained. Now you can see after this line, last 2 lines are executed. When you're submitting the form, okay, so the request is going to be verified in post method you are using or not. If it is post method, definitely we are creating object for the student form. And there is another method present in form object that is use underscore valid. This method will return true value, Boolean value true, if all the fields data is entered correctly. Otherwise, return false. Suppose user is entering the data correctly, then this will return true. Inside if code will be executed. That means you are getting a message form submitted successfully. Here you can see form submitted successfully and a name. So how to access the data from the text field means inside a form field, there is a property called clean data. And this is the field we have declared in forms.py. You can see student. Okay. I hope that you understand. Like that, we are getting all the input fields data and trying to calculate total equal to subject 1, subject 2, subject 3. Total formula, sum of all the subjects, and I'm displaying the total and percentage calculation. Sum of all the subjects by total number of subjects into 100%, 100, so nothing but percentage we are going to display. After submitting form, the status of the center should be changed to true, right? Whenever the status of the sent variable becomes a true value, then it is going to input.html. Now it is checking true or false. Now it is true, right? Because form is already submitted. Then you are getting a message, thanks for information, enter next student, marks, and it will be closed. Understand? So this is the student mid-marks project system. So thanks for watching, students. Please subscribe, like, and share it to your friends, students.